Okay, welcome everybody to the closing bell charts chat. Of course, everything here is purely opinion only, not a recommendation to buy or sell securities. See all the disclaimers, etc. RHT, we're expecting a big breakout today. And it looks like, we may have to wait a little bit here. It looks like we may have to wait probably till tomorrow or the next day. And I believe that this is going to break out of this pennant triangle over here. And next stop is going to be a $1.25, $1.50 on this. Other stocks we are watching right now, Fans Unite. What is going on with Fans Unite? I think this is just a, kind of a little bit of a fake out here. I'm expecting a turnaround in Fans the next couple of days, and then we could see this thing going up to probably $3. The sports betting, iGaming, the whole space is on fire right now. You just saw the big buyout of Score Media, another Canadian listed company, and huge premium. I don't know what they have that's so valuable, but I certainly see Fans as that event is going to help increase the value of Fans because they are getting into the sports betting space in Canada. Of course, we got Logic that is on the move right now. And it really is it's doing this weird kind of coiling thing. As you can see, it's above this moving average, 280. This is the OTC, the US, of course, listed in Canada. LGIQ, same symbol on the New York Exchange. And, this, again, look at this double bottom over here from last year. It's above moving average. So this is, I was expecting a big move on this today, but it looks like it's going to have to wait. But easily, this is going to be a $7.50, $10 stock, $12 in a couple of months. Opinion only, not advice, of course. Now, let us go into today's big action stock, Tetra Bio-Pharma. Look at this. Head and shoulders, reverse head and shoulders pattern right here. You can see what's going on. This thing has been trying to break out of 30 cents all day. I have a feeling that this thing is going to break out of 30 cents towards the close. And then we can see this thing kind of continue the uptrend that it was on just a few months ago up until May. Before that financing, the stock was headed to 75 cents. So that got pushed back a little bit. And I think we're going to see this happening right now. So let's see, can TBP break out? Can TBP break above 32 cents today? We got 10 minutes left to the close. I think it can happen, but let's take a look at another one of our next super stocks, or I should say former next super stock. Peak FinTech, making a new high today, brand new high. It finally broke out. I mean, I was probably saying this was going to break out. It's like the boy who cries wolf 20 times. I was expecting this thing to break out so many times back between March and May, and finally 3 months later it's starting to move. I think we're going to see new highs on this, probably 15, 20 bucks very, very easily. I know it sounds shocking, but 15 bucks is only 750, before the reverse split. So it's not a major move. And as you can see, this is a stock that can move very, very easily. So Peak FinTech, again, it's a stock that we introduced at 35 cents. last September, early September, which makes it 70 cents post split. So it's been a 10 bagger. This is our eighth. How do I do this? Eight, right? Eight, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight, number 8, 10 bagger plus number 8, 10 bagger plus, because we've had stocks that are up 5,000%. That's CBDT, 2,000%, 20x CYDY, a bunch of others. So as a 10 bagger, this is actually still at the bottom of the list. Peak hasn't, it really needs to get into that 1,500% range. But I think it'll get there. I really think peak fintech has a shot of going to $20 by next couple of months. Let's call it November. So that would make it a double, basically triple from here. But who cares about triples when you can have the next 10 bagger? And I think that next 10 bagger is going to be, so I got 2 candidates right now, really 3 candidates for 10 bagger status. We have TBP, which is, could probably be a $2.53 stock very easily. We introduced this a couple months ago at, I think, 17 cents. So, made a nice move. It's pulled back. And I still think we're just going to get started right now. So this is probably going to be a 10 bagger at some point the next couple of months. And of course, we got Logic, which, I think this is going to be a $30 to $40 stock before it's over. So as you can see, massive, massive base, massive 3-year base in the stock. So when this thing kind of starts moving, it's going to be like a freight train, really go to $40 very easily, purely based on the charts. I'm not even talking about the fundamentals. The fundamentals are a completely different story. And we're going to have a CEO on our live stream this week on Wednesday, Thursday. Let's take a look at AIML. Here's another one. AIML, take a look at this action right here. This is a stock that is, it's held up pretty nicely. And I think we're getting set up for a massive pivot to the upside. I mean, this thing could be easily a $253 stock in a couple of months. Of course, anybody who's watching this live stream on YouTube or whatever for the first time may think, wow, this is crazy. This guy's just picking these numbers, out of his ass or something. But no, this is actually reality. I mean, you heard me say exactly the same things about peak fintech when it was only 30 cents. I can go down the whole list. But yeah, so we got AIML. I think it's actually a very good setup. This is the cheapest it has been in quite a while. It's interesting. We're seeing this kind of also a little bit of a reverse head and shoulders pattern. Let's take a look at the 1-hour chart. Yeah, there you go. I think this is the breakout here. Not a lot of data here, so this chart is a little bit messy. So it's not really that great. You kind of have to look at this 1-day chart. Keep an eye on this AIML for the next couple of weeks. I think we could see a nice move. At least 250 on this within a few months. TBP today, again, we got 4 minutes before the close. Can TBP break above 30 cents? That is the question. That is the question. 3 minutes to go. So the odds of TBP breaking out above 30 cents are diminishing by the minute. By the minute, I don't think it's going to break out of above 30 cents today. It's going to have to wait. It's going to be a little bit of pent-up frustration here. But no, here we go, 30 cents. The stock is 30 cents as we go into the close. 3 minutes to go. Can it make the breakout here? This is like a horse race. Can it make the break? I mean, you have a beautiful pennant set up here. I mean, it's a really beautiful chart pattern. I mean, you can look at this. I mean, it's had this kind of 30-cent roof on it for all day long. All day long, it's been trying to break out of 30 cents. And what is going on? What is going on here? I have a feeling that, you know what? I think we might, it just may happen. It might just close at like, in the last 2 minutes, we might get to 32 cents. A lot of action coming in last few minutes into the close here. We got PKK, Peak Fintech, 758. So, you know, keep an eye on this. This thing I think is gonna sneak up. I think this is gonna do very, very well. Fans Unite still 80 cents, trying to make a comeback here. We got AIML 55 cents. We have Logic 277. Keep an eye on this for the next couple of days. I think we're going to see a nice move here. And again, when Logic moves, it moves fast. So, you know, if you don't get into the Logic, you're going to have to kind of chase it, basically, is what's going to happen. And again, not advice or anything like that, but yeah, Logic is, you know, this thing could just move like lightning. Let's take a look. We got 1 minute to go. TBP, can it break above 30 cents? What is keeping this thing locked under 30? It's really amazing. But you can see this reverse, kind of this inverse or reverse head and shoulders pattern. It's very obvious what's happening. And the next stop, I think, on TBP is going to be, yeah, 35, 37 cents. That's where you see a little bit of resistance, 35, 37 cent range. Once it breaks out of that 40-cent range, I think you're going to see new highs. It's going to go straight from 40 cents to probably $1. That's where it's going to go. And no, it looks like we could not break out of that 30-cent range today. It looks like we're going to have to wait till tomorrow. 30 cents is the limit for right now. We're going to have to come back again tomorrow here. Let's see what else is going on in the markets. Is a relay on the ropes? Yeah, kind of. It's on the ropes. Yeah. Yeah, they're kind of, I guess, kind of repositioning the business. You know, right here though, I think they've got a nice base. I don't see this going any lower. I think it's going to kind of hang out here for a while until you know, they get a little momentum going. Until I guess the story gets kind of a little more traction, or I should say a little more meat on the bone, so to speak. So that is the answer on relay. Okay, so stocks to watch for tomorrow. TBP, #1 stock for tomorrow. I think that tomorrow is going to be the big breakout day. We might see 35 cents tomorrow. It might have a nice move tomorrow. What else? RHT is another one. I'm expecting a big move, a big breakout tomorrow. So you got TBP, you got RHT, Logic. Wow, very nice close actually. This is a very nice setup. Let me just clear out that trend line, which is not related to this chart. But you got a really nice setup for tomorrow. If this stock, or I should say when it closes above $3, let's say 310, I should say not even close, but just when it breaks above this 310, you're going to see some action. You have this kind of, it's almost kind of like a pennant happening here. So once it breaks out of this, you're going to see, $5, $7 like in a couple days, probably. Fans Unite, nice close, not bad, not bad. AIML, very respectable close, 55 cents. We're starting to see the summer rally starting to happen. The bellwether of our summer rally is Peak FinTech Group, PKK. That's kind of leading the summer rally in the microcaps. This is probably going to be an easy double in the next month. By the end of August, I think this could be a $15 stock. I know it sounds crazy, but it's really not that crazy. TBP short. Is anybody, maybe, I don't know what's going on with this. It's very weird. I mean, this stock really looked like it wanted to break out of that 30-cent range. So it could be somebody's trying to short the stock. It could be. But you're gonna see tomorrow what's gonna happen. So again, the bellwether right now, the big leader kind of in the space is Peak FinTech. And I think once you see that thing moving $8, $9, I think it's also going to help out some of the other stocks here that have been trying to make moves, which is TBP. You got what else? RHT is next in line. And I think I'll tell you what, when this stock moves, it's going to be a big mover. I mean, when this thing breaks above $1, people are going to go crazy. It's going to be total insanity. Yeah, very nice logic action here. Okay, what else do we have that is looking interesting? Okay, Vinergy, a stock in the crypto space we haven't talked about for a while. I have a feeling we're going to start seeing some action here in the next couple of days. Keep an eye on the stock. And that's pretty much it. Market is closed with nice overall, some very decent action. Bit of a disappointment on TBP. I think it's more of like a tease. This is the kind of thing we've seen with Fans Unite, where kind of drops right when you expect to make a big move up, and then you're going to see the upside continue a couple days later. So my prediction is, again, not opinion, purely not recommendation, purely opinion. I think next week we're going to see Tetra Bio-Pharma at 40 cents. So next week, let's say next Wednesday, by next Wednesday's close, that's August 17th, we should see TVP at 40 cents or higher. And I think at that time, we're also going to see the Logic at probably $4. I think next week, we could see the Logic at $5 American. There's also, of course, LGIQ in Canada. Peak FinTech at current rate of speed, $10 within a week. I think this could be $10 next week. I know it sounds crazy. And Fans needs to kind of catch its breath, and then we're going to see new highs. Again, this space is on fire. I just wanted to highlight a former next super stock, that is Fubo, which, following a little bit. Look at this. Whoa, big action here. Aftermarket, 3080. So yeah, Fubo. I have a feeling Fubo is going to be a $60 stock. I think it's going to break the old high. Of course, Fubo is a stock we introduced at about $10 when it was called Face Bank back March of 2020. March 2020, you could have gotten to this at $10, even as low as $9. It's at one point. Yeah, look at this after hours. You're going to see the sports betting, the whole iGaming sports betting space heat up. So I think you want to be positioned in stocks like Fans Unite and Bets, BETS is I think what you're referring to here. That stock has been halted pending this merger with this Indian gaming company. This should be happening. I mean, it was supposed to happen, I think, end of July. And we're probably a month out. Probably a month out. I'm hoping they do this. They wrap this up as soon as possible because, you know what? Actually, in retrospect, this might be a good thing that Bets has been halted over the summer or the last few months because a lot of stocks have gotten. It's been a rough couple of months. Things are starting to come back, and this thing has such incredible. This thing has, I don't know, there's like an element of luck behind the Bets. So I think when they come back online and the stock starts trading again, it's going to be in perfect timing with the whole sports betting, iGaming fever that's just starting to build. And this is going to be a huge winner, huge winner. So it sucks that it's halted for now, but maybe that's good, the best thing that could happen for the time being. I have a feeling by October, November, we're going to see some massive moves in these stocks. Okay, so if you are just tuning into our program, make sure to click the like and the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. This week we have Thursday, we have a live stream with Delic, DELC, and Logic. That is this Thursday starting at 12:30 Eastern Time. Possibly another company might be joining that day, so definitely stay tuned. And I will see you on the next live stream.